Hi guys, welcome to another video from Climber. My name is Ajayi Joel, and today I'll be talking about how to start a successful tech career. My major focus would be from a popular blog that I read. I saw the post on IG of a 27-year-old driver who wanted to go into tech. And I read through the post and I saw a couple of things that he did and that would also be very, very important if you are somebody who has been passionate about tech, irrespective of your age, how you can go into tech and succeed in it. So I'll be talking about the blueprints, a few things you can do that would help you launch into tech and ensure that you succeed in tech. So I'll be reading from here. If you're struggling, just know that if you follow this blueprint step by step, all this will not be immediately. There would be things that would span between months or like a year, and if you follow the blueprint, you will get to succeed in tech. So the first thing you need to do is, before you go into tech, like let's assume you're not in the tech industry, you have to research tech opportunities and the compensation. I think I talk about this a lot. People ask, how can I go into tech and blah 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 like that. The answer to it is research, and make your research, proper research. The platforms where you can make your research are YouTube. You can go on YouTube. YouTube has like so many videos where you can just search tech skills for 2022, so you would see a lot of videos that talk about the high demand tech skills in 2022. Then you can go to glassdoor.com to check for the compensation for those tech skills, to know which of them you would like to go into. And you can even further make your research on YouTube to know more about the tech skills. Like, take your time. You don't have to like rush, and you can watch as many videos as possible to ensure that you're grounded with the information you want to do. Remember, the journey is not going to be an immediate journey, so take your time to choose whatever tech skills you want to choose. I'm not going to talk about that. There is software development, there's product marketing, so many, but use YouTube. Number 2, join a boot camp. Now let's assume you've chosen tech skill you want to learn. For many people, they are interested in software engineering. There are so many boot camps online that people don't pay attention to, because the thing is, I always preach self-learning. I know the importance of self-learning. However, I know that self-learning is not going to, the people always say that when you go, how do they say this? When you go far, or when you go with a couple of people, you go far, but when you go by yourself, you go farther. I don't know how they put that. The thing is, if you are self-learning, you will be deprived of a couple of things. One, direction. You're learning, but if you're not within that environment where they give you that direction, you will not really skill. So join a boot camp. Like, there are so many boot camps on Twitter that I always see for tech people, in tech, designers and the likes like that. So you can join a boot camp. What boot camps does is that boot camp help you structure your learning path. There are mentors in boot camps who have already been in your industry, who have been there, and they've actually probably succeeded, or they are making strides. So what they do is they give you step-by-step direction, because they know where you want to go, where you're coming from. That itself would save you a number of time. When you're self-learning, you're just thinking what's the next thing to do, but boot camps would help you know the next step to take in the course of whatever you have chosen to learn in tech. Then number 3, pay for a course. I talked about this in the last video. If you've not watched the last video, go and watch the last video where I talked about a lot of things that can actually help you in your first 40k after 1 year in tech. I mentioned that you have to pay for a course. Why should you pay for a course? I have learned for free, and I've also paid for courses. I know the difference. Free things are good, but I don't want you to actually love free. The moment you begin to appreciate or exchange money for value, you would begin to place demand on what you want to get. Pay for a course. You don't have to pay for like expensive courses. There are so many course platforms out there where you can actually get good courses. There's Udemy, there's Coursera, there's Skillshare. There are people who also teach these things in their own personal schools, like that they sell their courses online. Udemy courses are not expensive. They range between 5,000 naira to like 10,000, 20,000 naira. Choose the one that actually works for you. And there are lots of edtech startups to these days. So look for the one that you know that is authentic. Check for reviews. Ask people around for reviews, and make your choice and choose course you want to learn. And number 4 is grow with a community. I have discovered this over the past 4 years of growing, teaching people how to grow in their career. Many people are self-isolating when it comes to learning their skills. They are learning, they are actually also working. They don't have this sense of belonging to a community. The importance of a community is you are within a network of people that are actually also on the same pace with you, or people who are actually advanced, that they are way ahead of you. What a community does for you is that it gives you motivation. Oh, this person is doing this other person is doing this, I want to skill like this person. Communities also give you like a roadmap. Same way when you pay for join a bootcamp, communities give you a roadmap. They give you motivation, they give you a roadmap as well. You can even have access to a lot of resources in communities, because with communities or through communities you get to meet so many people that have explored this, explored that. I belong to a particular community that in the first few months of joining it expanded my knowledge about my own field and made me redesign how much I charge for my worth. It also made me advance my learning in that my particular field. Things that I never knew that I could learn, I had to learn them. So go with a community is very, very important. Then come to the last is jump on tasks and projects. How can you jump on tasks? Either you work for free, you give yourself tasks in whatever you're learning. You've started your tech journey. Remember, we are talking about how you can build a successful tech career. Follow all this roadmap within 1 to 2 years. I am very sure that at the end of 2 years, you should be like running after very, very compensating job roles. So jump on tasks and projects. Give yourself tasks, give yourself projects that you want to work on that you know that would help build your portfolio. The purpose of jumping on tasks is to help you build very, very good portfolio. Then lastly, do not overthink your tech journey. Don't overthink your tech journey. Most people are like, I've been doing this for 3 months. Result, do not overthink your tech journey. Tech is not as easy as people say it is. People have sugar-coated tech a lot, and it's making everybody place high demand on the results for tech, but they don't understand that the same people that you're looking up to have been in the tech industry for a long time, who have been in the tech industry and are seeing results. These guys have been in the tech industry for 8, 9, 7 years. You just joined in 2021. You are already putting a lot of pressure on yourself because you're like, how am I going to blow? I receive all of this in my inbox on Facebook every day, like, sir, I've been trying this, and when I get to ask how long have you been learning this, they're like 4 months. I'm not a preacher of love, I'm a preacher of violence, because I don't preach fast results. I have mentees too as well. If you come to me that you want to go into something, I tell give or take 6 months, like give or take 6 months, whatever you want to learn. But 6 months is actually even too little with what you're learning, because you will not be consistency is not like this. Or it's not like this, it's like this. There are days where you will not even have time to want to learn. There are weeks where you don't like learning. So give yourself 1 year to learn. So do not overthink your tech journey. Don't think that, am I making the wrong decision? Remember, if you had like made your research before you start and you followed all of these things, you will be on the right path. And give or take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you'll be able to secure like good money. Because what everybody defines as success in tech is like already making the money, like you're making a lot of money. So I would say that with these few templates, you can actually build a very successful tech journey. If you're watching this, if it's your first time watching this, please subscribe to this channel, turn on post notification, share this with your friends. You can also do yourself good by going to watch the previous videos. There's a video I made recently where I talked about how you can earn your first 40k after 1 year. It's important that you watch that video if you want to really learn how to earn 40k after 1 year of your journey in tech. So see you next time in the next video. Keep working on yourself.